Jake was a talented young man from a small town in Ohio. Ever since he was a teenager, he dreamed of working for a big tech company in Silicon Valley. He had the brains, the skills, and all the potential in the world. But Jake had one big flaw. He was a master procrastinator. One day, Jake's dream opportunity came knocking. A company called Future Tech announced a nationwide coding competition. The winner would land a high-paying job at the company and get the chance to move to Silicon Valley. It was everything Jake had ever wanted. The competition was 2 months away. When he heard about it, Jake was thrilled. He thought to himself, "This is my chance. I can do this." But instead of getting started, he told himself, "I've got plenty of time. I'll start tomorrow." The first week went by. Instead of studying or practicing coding problems, Jake spent his days binge-watching Netflix and scrolling through social media. Every time he thought about preparing, he'd say, "I'll do it tomorrow." The second week was the same, then the third. Before he knew it, an entire month had passed, and Jake still hadn't started. Meanwhile, his best friend Ryan, who was also entering the competition, was hard at work. Ryan spent hours every day practicing coding, challenges, and studying. One day he called Jake. "Hey man, how's your prep going?" Ryan asked. Jake laughed and said, "Relax, Ryan. I've got this. I work better under pressure anyway." Ryan warned him, "Jake, you can't cram for something like this. You've got to put in the time." But Jake just shrugged it off. Another few weeks passed, and now there was only 1 week left till the competition. That's when panic set in. Jake finally opened his laptop and started looking at the coding challenges. But as he stared at the problems, his confidence disappeared. They were way harder than he'd expected. Concepts he thought he knew were now confusing. He tried to cram as much as he could into those last few days, staying up late into the night. But no matter how hard he worked, it wasn't enough to make up for the lost time. Ryan, on the other hand, was calm and confident. He'd been preparing all along, and by the time the competition arrived, he was ready. The day of the competition came, and Jake walked in feeling nervous. As he looked at the challenges, his mind went blank. He struggled to solve even the simplest problems. Ryan, meanwhile, breezed through them. A week later, the results were announced. Ryan had won second place and landed the job at Future Tech. Jake, on the other hand, didn't even make it past the first round. As Jake watched Ryan pack his bags for California, he felt a deep sense of regret. "Ryan," he said, "I had the same chance as you. I could have made it, but I wasted my time." Ryan replied, "Jake, opportunities are like open doors. They don't stay open forever. You have to walk through them before they close." Jake learned a hard lesson that day. Success doesn't come from talent alone. It comes from consistent effort. Procrastination had cost him the chance of a lifetime. So the next time you find yourself putting things off, remember Jake's story. Don't wait for tomorrow to chase your dreams, because tomorrow might be too late. If you like this story, comment down who you think the invisible devil is.